Soraya, just want to say thank you so much for how much you've connected with my son Shalem. He just really appreciates your friendship. I love your genuine heart and kindness and friendliness, and I've seen you saying multiple compliments to so many different people. You are such an encourager, you have value, and you belong in this group.
Big John, man, I love how genuine you are and just the natural joy that you exude and just the way that you're always looking to help others. You have so much value and you belong in this group.
Sam, I really appreciate your enthusiasm to join in on games and get engaged. I want to encourage you to continue to stay engaged. I'm happy you came on retreat. You are accepted here, you are valued here, you belong here.
Kat, you've brought an incredible energy to the leadership team and to the group that I think was unexpected but needed at just the right time for us. And I'm so encouraged by that. Also, I'm encouraged as I see pastoral giftings in you and spiritual giftings that lend towards that. And so I'm hoping and excited to blow on those embers to create a fire in your heart and your life and to see where God is going to lead you in that in ministry. So I'm excited for the future for you. You bring value to this group and you belong.
Aaron, I love the way that you treat others. You're such a considerate friend. I encourage you to share that dedication to friendship and fellowship with everyone that you meet. You have value in our group and you belong.
Amanda, I have enjoyed getting to know you and your family more this year, and I can see what a high priority your family is in your life. You also have a way of speaking and delivering your thoughts that make people listen to what you have to say and share. You have value and you belong in this group.
Ani, you had to drop out last minute. Man, my heart sunk when I got that text. Not only because you're doing an excellent job singing and leading in the worship team, but like the spirit you bring to our group of positivity and your smile. And so we definitely missed you this weekend. And you're one of those students that like I just didn't see coming. Like your mom called the church and was like, hey, my daughter like needs to be involved with good people and youth group. And like I'm telling you, like it never turns out that those students even show up. And you like showed up, and like week 2 you were diving in community. You're making others feel welcome. You were feeling welcomed yourself. And so man, I'm just like, I'm so thankful for Ani. So you bring value to our group and you belong.
Jake, I appreciate the friend you are to my husband, and I have grown to love you and your family. You speak truth and people listen. You expect great things from others, but are gentle at the same time, that people want to meet your expectations. You have value and you belong in this group.
Shira, your loyalty and commitment to friendship is apparent, and your seemingly quiet nature is endearing. We need your calming presence in our group. You have value and you belong.
Shalem, I have enjoyed seeing you this last year join our family in early mornings before school. You have a desire to do right and to encourage those around you to do the same. You have value and you belong in this group.
Stephen, or should I say Stefan? Just kidding. I'm really glad you came on this trip to spend time with your sons and our group as a chaperone. And I look up to you as a father. And just the value I see and the time and the effort you take as a father to love and pay attention to your kids. And I hope that's something I can emulate in my family with my kids. And so I'm really glad you're here. You bring value to the group and you belong.
Joseph, it's been amazing getting to watch you grow into the godly young man that you are. Seeing you use your musical talents to serve the group and worship brings me so much joy. You have value and belong in this group.
Aiden, man, dude, I love the energy that you bring and the wisdom that you have and the way that you just desire to honor God with your life. And you just have so much value and you belong in this group.
Lucas, you bring enthusiasm everywhere you go. You always have something positive to say in every situation, and it makes a difference in the people around you. You have value in this group and belong.
Lily, I love the passion that you bring to the group. You're passionate about art and you're passionate about everything you do. I'm so glad you're here, and I want you to know that you're valued and you belong in this group.
Kaya, you are strong and have a confidence in what you do that brings excellence in what you do. Your musical abilities are beautiful gifts for those around you and to the Lord. You have value. You belong in this group.
Lee, ever since your second week, you dove right into Koinonia at Connect. And literally, you've always been like this evangelist of inviting people to the group. And I gotta be honest, that makes me so proud of you. But I also, and this makes me even more proud, I also see you constantly putting others before yourself. I mean, I have like seriously already 50 stories where I could just see you doing that. And that makes me really proud of you. And I want you to know that you are a part of this group and you belong.
Chris, I really enjoy any time that you open up and I get to know you better. Your smile is contagious. I actually sometimes think you're plotting to take over the world, but want to let you know that you're valued and you belong here.
Drelis, your laughter is contagious and your loving nature is apparent to everyone that you meet. You are one of a kind, and I encourage you to use your uniqueness and spunk to share the love of God. You have value in our group and you belong.
Ian, I love that God has brought you to this group, and your soft and gentle spirit are just what this group needs. You bring value to this group and you belong.
Naomi, you have such a joyful personality and I love being around you. I wanted to let you know that you are valued and you belong in this group.
Phil, your life of following the Lord and being faithful to Him in service and ministry and your relationship with Him is just an example to me. And if I'm honest, just your joyful spirit and your ability to just love people and not allow their faults or their criticisms or whatever to affect the way you treat them, it's honestly like it's something that I've been trying to emulate in my life for years. I don't think I've ever told you that, but I just appreciate that about you. I also appreciate how much you serve our group and are leading our worship stuff, and you're like my youth ministry wife. But I just love your friendship, and I just want you to know, like, I try and emulate you in a lot of things. And so thank you for being that example for me.
Leanna, I love your sense of humor and how ready you are to join in on every crazy idea that we have. I love your spirit for God, your generosity, and the wisdom and thoughtfulness you bring to our discussions. Keep walking strong in Christ and offering your friendship to those God puts in your path. You have value in our group and you belong.
Kago, you are like the older brother's older brother. I love how you care for your siblings and all the other young kids around. You try to make them laugh and you love on them. Thank you for that. You belong and you add value to this group.
Corey, I've really enjoyed having you on the leadership team of the youth group as well as the midweek service launch team. And just knowing that there's someone like you who's artistic and competent and is willing to take things on and actually get them done, it's just great to have someone on the team and to work with someone like that. And so I also appreciate your commitment and just your consistency with being in the youth group and being there week to week, and especially your discipleship of our young women. Like it's perfect. It's great. You bring value to the group and you belong.
Joran, I want to reiterate what I've told you before, that I love your energetic energy and just the excitement that you bring to the group. You're a valued member of this group and you belong.
Amanda, I'm really thankful that God brought you and Solomon and Ben on this trip this year. And I'm also really thankful that you are on the leadership team for the midweek service and the launch. I can't imagine that team without you. And I'm excited as I see God already using your giftings of organization and administration as well as worship for the midweek service launch. So I'm so glad that you're a part of our church and our Koinonia. You bring value to this group and you belong.
Stevie, I've been so impressed with your positive attitude and fearlessness when hanging out with the group. It's not always easy coming in at a younger age. Keep coming. You are valued. You belong here.
Sarah, I love watching you connect with my wife year to year, and I also appreciate how you're just here to hang out and you serve my family and hang out with my kids. I really appreciate that, and I care for you deeply.
Soraya, I love how genuine and creative you are. I love how ready you are to encourage others in our group and how eager you are to share your stories with us. Keep walking in love and encouraging others. You have value in our group and you belong.
Russell, just to let you know, man, I love you. And your energy and the way you love others just impresses me. And you belong and add value to this group.
Mark, the other night we were in my shop working on that sign, and I know I said it there, but I'm gonna say it again. I just kept looking over at you and thinking I just can't believe Mark's in my workshop in Alaska and we're hanging out and he's about to speak on retreat. And yeah, man, I'm just feel so blessed that we've been able to bring you up here and reconnect as friends and encourage each other and support each other. It's not really something that I expected or that I saw coming, and it's just been such a sweet and rich thing to know that's there. So I love you very much, man.
Olivia, you are such a welcoming presence in any group. You're friendly and kind-hearted, and your smile lights up a room. And I encourage you to continue spreading the love of Christ through your very actions. You belong in this group, and you are valued.
James, I wanted to let you know that I've been very impressed over the past few days about your caring spirit and thoughtful heart. And I want you to also recognize that you add value to this group and you belong.
Stephen, I appreciate the dedication you bring to being a leader and how seriously you take it. Even though your life is really busy and there are times, weeks even, that you're not even able to come, but you don't let that deter you from your commitment and to your responsibility as a leader. And so I really appreciate that about you, and it's something that serves as an example to me and something I want to emulate. And so thank you for all the hard work you put into being a leader when you're available. Brittany, we were here this weekend, and someone had brought me coffee from Pilates and handed it to me. You asked if I wanted it, and I looked down at the lid of the coffee cup, and you had written just "I love you, Eric" on there. And of course, your handwriting is perfect, so I knew it was from you and nobody else. But I want you to, I don't know, that if that's a metaphor for our relationship, which I it came into my head right there, man, I have just the best woman ever. And so whether it's being a wife or a mother or a partner in ministry, man, I just value you. And you bring so many qualities of just steadfastness and forbearance and love and grace, and just the artistic things you bring to both the ministry of Connect and the midweek service, and also your discipleship of some of our young ladies and just the consistency you've had in their life for them to reach out and just come over and spend time. It's something I want to emulate, and I just appreciate it, and I think is an indispensable part of our ministry. And you bring value to our group, and you belong. Melissa, I can't believe that that you're leaving. Like every time I see you, I kind of grieve like you're dying or something. You're not dying, I don't think, right? But I can't believe you're leaving, but I know that you're leaving, and this is something that God's leading you towards. And so I've just kind of accepted it. But I'm really thankful for the years you've been on the leadership team. I'm thankful for the strength that you've had in one-on-one with some of our girls, and just kind of being there and taking care of them and discipling them, and just your soft, gentle spirit. And really, as you go, there's going to be a hole in our leadership team. So I'm already starting to pray that God would replace you when you leave on the leadership team with someone who has those qualities of gentleness and just kind of this motherly, caring, gentle, soft love for the students of our group. So thank you for all your years of service. We love you. We're going to miss you. Of course, we don't want you to go, but we're praying for you, and we're here for you, even when you go. So you belong, and you bring value to this group. Robert, if I'm honest with you, I have this picture in my head of you coming to the shore on the Little Susitna River as, I think, a junior hire, and then also Josiah's big Dumbo years behind you, but not Dumbo like the elephant. But man, I look back and like I would not have imagined that you would come to Jesus and be baptized and then like become a staple of our group. And that just like that tells me the faithfulness of our God, and that He works in our lives and grows, does the growing of seeds that are planted. And I'm so thankful for that. I really would not have imagined that you would be a leader, and imagine that you would be the leader that you are. And so I love being surprised by God and by that. And so I love watching you awaken to your leadership skills, and I'm praying for you, and I'm hoping to put you in uncomfortable positions here in the future that will grow you and challenge you into the leader that I know God is making you and has made you. So just thank you for being awesome, and I'm really glad that you're on the leadership team and you are a part of this group. You bring value to it. And Ben, you're one of my best friends, and I appreciate that I can just pick up the phone and I can yell at you, or I can laugh with you, or I can cry. That's really special to me, or I can just debrief about things that are going on. Thank you for your friendship. It means a lot. You bring value to our group, and you belong. Devin, you're one of the funniest students I've ever had in my group. I really enjoy spending time with you one-on-one, and I really can't imagine the group without you. You bring value to this group, and you belong. Vincent, I love that God brought you to this group and to America for this year to study. I sense a deep and personal relationship with the Lord in you, and I'm so glad that you're a part of this group. You bring value to this group, and you belong. So you're not here, actually, but you were supposed to be, and we had prayed about it and invited you, but Phil Eilatius, I want you to know, like, I look up to you as an elder and as a friend and a fellow partner in ministry, and I love the way you love people and disciple people and see the best, and I want to emulate that in my own life. And so I hope as we have other events with the youth ministry that you can come out to those, because I just see your life. You just naturally disciple young men and men like me in your life, and I appreciate that, and it's something I want to do. And so we miss you. We're praying for your wife and the infection in her finger, and we missed you this weekend. You bring value to this group, and you belong.